I had just moved into my new apartment when my daughter came home for the weekend. 8 years old, quiet, always watching more than she spoke. She walked through the door, scanned the room like she was looking for something missing. Then she went straight to the closet, opened it, stared. "Dad," she whispered, voice trembling. "Stand in this corner, now." I did, not because I understood, but because of the way she said it. There was no playfulness, no confusion, only fear. She pressed herself against me, small, rigid. Her heart was beating too fast. Then the front door burst open, heavy footsteps, slow, familiar. I didn't breathe, neither did she. And in that one frozen second, I understood something I wasn't ready to admit. Whoever was walking toward us wasn't a stranger. My ex-wife had told me she was moving on. I didn't ask who with. Divorce had already stripped away what little dignity our silence could protect. But I noticed small things. The new clothes she couldn't afford. The way my daughter mentioned a new friend who came over when I wasn't around. The way she drew two men in her family pictures. One tall, faceless, the other, me. I thought it was imagination. Children create ghosts when they can't explain pain. But now, standing in that corner, listening to those footsteps, I realized it wasn't a ghost at all. It was him. The man she had chosen after me. The one she swore didn't exist. The air thickened with silence as his shadow moved across the living room floor. My daughter's fingers dug into my sleeve. She was shaking, her eyes wide and glassy. When the footsteps stopped, she mouthed something. "He thinks you're gone." And then it hit me like a gun pressed against the spine. She'd done this before. She'd hidden. She'd waited. From him. That night, after the police took him away, I couldn't sleep. My daughter lay curled up beside me, finally safe, finally silent. But my mind wouldn't rest. The officer had said he was an acquaintance. No forced entry, no weapons, probably just confusion, they said. But confusion doesn't leave bruises on a child's wrists. So I started looking, quietly, carefully. Old messages between my ex-wife and me, half-replies, cryptic excuses, dates that didn't line up, receipts charged to a name I didn't recognize, Mark Ellison. I dug deeper. Background checks, surveillance records, photos from my daughter's school events. He was there, always just in the background, watching her. Not like a boyfriend, not like a stepfather, like a threat. When I traced his record, the truth started to breathe. 3 restraining orders, 2 sealed assault cases, 1 dismissed for lack of evidence. And beneath it all, a name I knew too well. He was one of the men from my old unit, a soldier I'd testified against years ago for misconduct. He shouldn't have known where I lived. He shouldn't have known my family, unless someone told him. I went to her the next morning, my ex-wife. She opened the door, wrapped in a robe, eyes red. She tried to act surprised. "You know who he is?" I asked. Silence. She didn't deny it. "He said he could protect us," she whispered. "He promised I'd never have to depend on you again." Her words didn't sting. They carved. Clean, precise, surgical. I let her talk. Let her choke on her reasoning, her guilt disguised as desperation. When she was done, I handed her the photos, the evidence, her secret laid bare. She tried to speak, but I'd already turned away. Some betrayals are too calculated to forgive. I didn't go to the police again. That would have been mercy. Instead, I called a friend, someone who still owed me from the old days. By nightfall, every piece of his life unraveled. His parole violated, his accounts frozen, his name flagged. The predator became the hunted. And when he called me, screaming threats through a burner phone, I just listened. "You did this," he spat. "No," I said. "You did." Then I hung up. The sound of my own calm unnerved me. I wasn't angry anymore. I wasn't anything, just precise. By the time dawn came, I'd deleted every trace of him from my system. His existence reduced to digital ash. A week later, my daughter and I stood in that same apartment. Same corner, same silence. She looked up at me and asked, "Is he gone for good?" I nodded. "Promise?" "Promise." She smiled faintly and went back to unpacking her toys. Children heal faster than adults. They still believe promises mean something. I watched her for a while, how she hummed quietly, arranging her world back into order. And I realized I wasn't trying to fix anything anymore. I was just making sure the next shadow that walked through our door wouldn't leave alive. Some corners aren't meant for hiding. They're where you wait for the truth to walk in and watch it finally die.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.